46.1 seconds.
Milkha Singh, who succumbed to COVID yesterday in Chandigarh, was cremated with full state honours. Now, Milkha Singh, also known as the Flying Sikh, was the one who put Indian athletics on the world map. Now, this happened when in 1958 he won the gold medal for the 440-yard race in the British and Commonwealth Games. Tributes have been pouring in from all quarters.
Singh of the services runs the distance in 10.4 seconds. 200 meters. He betters his own national and Asian record by clocking 20.8 seconds.
The Flying Sikh has soared higher. Milkha Singh, the pride of India, inspiration to generations, has crossed the finish line with guts and glory. After a month-long battle with corona, he finally succumbed in Chandigarh last night at the age of 91. The colossal athlete, as the Prime Minister called him, may be no more, but his legend lives on.
Of our great Milkha Singh ji, we have lost our great sportsperson. His speed, his dedication and inspiring personality, he made a special place in our heart, millions of hearts. After hearing the news, I feel very bad.
It's really heartbreaking news for each sports lovers and for our country. Our dear Milkha ji is no more, and he was an inspiration for many youngsters.
There can be only one Milkha Singh. There can't be another Milkha Singh. He was in his time, I think, one of the greatest athletes of his time.
Some athletes recall their memories, not just the glory, but his unwavering humility.
It is Farhan Akhtar whose Excel Entertainment has signed me up for my biopic. And then I got a call from Milkha Singh ji and he says, Deepa, the first ticket I will be the one to buy because it's Farhan making it. Of course, it's still not come through, but I'm going to dedicate, if ever this happens and Excel Entertainment or Farhan is able to make a biopic on my life story, the first ticket will be dedicated to Milkha Singh ji.
In 1958, Milkha Singh won India's first individual gold at the Commonwealth Games. It took another 52 years for his record to be broken by Krishna Punia in 2010 CWG Games. Listen to her following in his footsteps.
वो क्योंकि हम ड्रीम लेते थे कि हम भी मिल्खा सिंह जी की तरह मेडल जीतें, अपने देश के लिए नाम रोशन करें, और उन्हीं मिल्खा सिंह जी से जब मैं बधाई प्राप्त करती हूं तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि मेरे लिए कितनी बड़ी बात हो सकती है.
Others too mourn his demise but hail his legacy.
दुनिया में भारत का नाम रोशन करने वाले श्री मिल्खा सिंह जी के बारे में सुनकर बड़ा दुख हुआ. आज हिंदुस्तान ने खेल जगत के एक अनूठे सितारे को खो दिया है.
मिल्खा सिंह जी एक सिंपल एथलीट ही नहीं, एक महान खिलाड़ी नहीं, बल्कि देश का एक मिसाल है. मिल्खा सिंह जी, उनके धर्म पत्नी साथ साथ चले जाना मेरे लिए और पूरे देश के लिए बहुत बड़ा नुकसान है.
The legend may have crossed the finish line, but his legacy will run forever.
He was a teenager when he lost most of his family in the post-partition riots. Starting life again was not going to be easy. But Milkha Singh never let the past weigh down on him. When he was spotted early in his career in the army, he began training with all his might, going on to become a world champion sprinter, someone who had to be reckoned with in the international arena. He leaves behind, in fact, a rich legacy which will continue to inspire generations of Indian sportspersons.
Independent India's first sporting superstar. Famously known as the Flying Sikh, Milkha Singh symbolized true grit and resilience. The courage to sweat under the sun and a burning desire to set the tracks on fire. The journey of Milkha Singh began amid the horrors of partition. He lost most of his family and literally ran for his life from what became Pakistan. Traumatized and penniless, Milkha found himself living on the railway tracks in Delhi. But fate and desperation landed him in the military barracks in 1952. The young recruit, during training in Secunderabad, grew into a promising runner, getting a call to the national camp in 1955 and subsequently a ticket to the Melbourne Olympics in 1956. The international outing proved to be a disappointing reality check for Milkha, who failed to go beyond the preliminary heats. But it served to egg on Milkha to train harder and sharpen his athletic abilities. And the results showed at the 1958 Tokyo Asian Games, where Milkha signaled his arrival, bagging gold in both the 200 and 400 meter races. Bigger things were in store. Running in front of 70,000 spectators at the 1958 Commonwealth Games in Cardiff, Milkha struck gold again, beating the reigning world record holder Malcolm Spence of South Africa. Yet an Olympic podium finish eluded him, even if only by a whisker. He was one of the favourites at the 1960 Rome Olympics. The intensity of the 400 meters race was such that the first 4 runners shattered the world record. But sadly for Milkha, he missed the bronze by 1/100th of a second, a loss blamed on his split-second look back over his shoulder. In later years, Milkha would philosophically brush aside the Rome Olympic result as his destiny. Yet Milkha's trophy cabinet is rich, having won 77 of his 80 international races. So impressed was Pakistan's President General Ayub Khan, he nicknamed him the Flying Sikh. In 2013, the film Bhag Milkha Bhag immortalized his legend. More than all his trophies, the spirit of Milkha will remain etched in Indian hearts. Bureau Report, Times Now.
All right, and for more of this, let's go across to former Union Sports Minister Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, also an Olympic medalist himself. Thank you so much for speaking to us here at Times Now. Let me begin by asking Mr. Rathore, what are your memories of Milkha Singh, the legend?
Milkha Singh ji was a typical sportsman, a typical Fauji. And his life story is full of inspiration, not only with his achievements, but also how he conducted himself. And so therefore, today when we remember him, we would remember his image, what he would say, how candidly he would speak to the camera, how comfortable he used to be amongst the youth, how his core message used to be about passion, discipline, and commitment. And that's his whole life story was, and that's why he's a legend. And, some people speak about the fact that he missed out on that bronze medal. Yes, for the record books, perhaps he missed out. But for us, he's more than a medalist, right? With the sort of euphoria that medal would have caused, I think Milkha Singh ji's whole life story has created a similar or greater euphoria.
Now, Milkha Singh achieved all of these feats without any help from any quarter. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And just compare the sort of resources, facilities, technology, medical science support that would have been there with Milkha Singh ji at that point of time to what athletes have today. So there's there's a remarkable sort of difference in what used to be then and what is now. So his effort, his ability to come so close to the medal was purely because of grit and determination and discipline. He would have worked for hours and hours, night and day in and day out, and just purely because of his capacity to work that hard, to work that focused, and his will to push himself so much, he would have come that close.
Milkha Singh was always full of energy despite his age. Which of his traits are you most fond of?
Yes, anytime that you came face to face to him, you had to increase your level of energy, because he had that sort of energy, and he would infuse that energy into you. He was so light-hearted and happy, and he could always be amazingly fit, and perhaps that's why he was running till the last day, if I can say so. So he was absolutely fit, and he used to love talking to the youth. He would love, I mean, we were like kids to him, of course, so he would love talking to us. We had that little affiliation of being a Fauji as well, both of us. So, that sort of camaraderie was also there. And he was very fond of the fact that Prime Minister is there and he's egging on the youth and he's talking regularly to the youth, because that's what Milkha Singh Ji's core message used to be.
And as a sports person, he was perhaps an example, someone who led a very clean life.
Yes, absolutely. He lived a very clean life. And therefore, drugs on the sports field or out of the sports field was absolutely a no-no for him. He was a typical villager. And he loved the clean air, the good food, the good camaraderie, a good company, So that is the sort of things that he loved. And so the purity of his heart was visible in his actions as well. And that's what he was always promoting. And of course, this is a great message for our youth today. And rather bank on yourself for that extra confidence, build that extra confidence within yourself, and infusing the right message to yourself rather than pouring in some chemical into yourself. And so the utilization of that confidence on the field or off the field is very temporary, and is going to be affecting your health adversely if you start depending on any external factor for your performance. So that was Milkha Singh Ji was always talking about it, and his son has done so well. He's a great example of how a good environment. Jeev is a brilliant golfer, and golf is no easy competition. And he's learned that because of the environment in his house.
And lastly, Mr. Rathore, what do you think was his message for life in general?
I think Milkha Singh Ji's message in his life is, it's not your medal that makes you. It's not your achievements that make you. It's your journey, the life journey that make you. He's a legend today because of his life journey, not because of his achievements per se. But because his grit and determination, he just pushed on. He just took on any competition. It didn't matter whether he came fourth in the Olympics. He's regarded as the love and affection that we all give him. Is it any less than any Olympic medal? It's not. So therefore, your life has to, that's the message that I feel. Milkha Singh is a legend because he teaches us to continue persevering towards our goal with a happy heart and a happy soul.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rathore, for joining us. We'll now go across to another big name in the world of sports. And joining us at the moment is athlete Deepa Malik. Deepa, let me begin by asking you, now, despite all the great achievements of Mr. Milkha Singh, a legend really for India sports, do you think that despite all these achievements, he was so down to earth, so humble always?
I think that is another thing that I learned from him, that it's all right to be successful. It's all right to be on the top, but never leave your roots, never, leave your humane qualities. And and that is also something that I learned. And there's another incident which is worth sharing here and remembering here is I was training at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium when the shooting of Bhag Milkha Bhag used to be there, and we would see Farhan Akhtar turn into Milkha Singh, imbibe all his body language, and Milkha Singh ji personally used to also be there. And after our training, we would actually end up eating a lot of aloo puris from the same teams because the kitchen, the tents that they had put up were very close to the warm-up area, and we would go there and we would also have a puri with him, and Milkha Singh ji would be there looking at what was happening and continuously being involved and telling Farhan what to do. And look how life came full circle. It is Farhan Akhtar whose Excel Entertainment has signed me up for my biopic. And then I got a call from Milkha Singh ji and he says, Deepa, the first ticket I will be the one to buy because it's Farhan making it. Of course, it's still not come through, but I'm going to dedicate, if ever this happens and Excel Entertainment or Farhan is able to make a biopic on my life story, the first ticket will be dedicated to Milkha Singh ji.
All right, let's take this across now to our two guests. Joining us with us is Mr. V. Krishnaswamy, sports journalist. But first and foremost, I want to go across to Krishna Punia, three-time Olympian. Krishna Punia जी, ये बताइए कि भारतीय स्पोर्ट्स के एक जनरेशन नहीं, दो जनरेशन नहीं, कई जनरेशन के स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन्स के लिए और आम नागरिकों के लिए भी जो मिल्खा सिंह की एक इंस्पिरेशन है कि हाँ, इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म पे जो इंडियन एथलीट्स हैं वो परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं और परफॉर्म ही नहीं कर सकते लेकिन मेडल्स जीत के आ सकते हैं, गोल्ड मेडल जीत के ला सकते हैं. ये एक मिसाल और उनकी जो लाइफ की स्टोरी अपने आप में एक इतनी बड़ी मिसाल है. आपके लिए कितना बड़ा इंस्पिरेशन रहे हैं मिल्खा सिंह?
मैं इसके लिए माधव जी कहना चाहूंगी कि ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़े ऑनर की बात रही. जैसा कि आपने कहा कि कई जनरेशन जो आ भी चुकी हैं और जो आने वाली भी हैं, जिनमें से हम लोग भी हैं. मैं कहना चाहूंगी आपको कि जैसे जो 2010 में जब मैंने कॉमनवेल्थ में गोल्ड मेडल जीता और उनका 1958 में जब गोल्ड मेडल था, उसके बीच का जो गैप था और उस बीच में जब उन्होंने गोल्ड मेडल जीता तो हम लोगों ने हमारा जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन फिर भी हम उनके बारे में सुनते थे. तो आने वाली जनरेशन भी उनके बारे में सुनेगी. और उस गैप को जब हमने तोड़ा और जब कॉमनवेल्थ में दिल्ली में मैंने जब मेडल जीता तो मेरे लिए बहुत ही प्राउड वाली मोमेंट है जो हमेशा मुझे याद रहेंगी. क्योंकि कॉमनवेल्थ गोल्ड मेडल से पहले काफी बार उनके मुख से सुना था, पता नहीं मैं जीते जी कॉमनवेल्थ में दोबारा मेडल देख पाऊंगा या नहीं देख पाऊंगा. तो उनकी तरफ से जो मुझे प्रोत्साहन मिला, जो बधाई मिली, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने पीठ थपथपाई, वो मुझे हमेशा याद रहेगा. दूसरा मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि जब कोई एथलीट अचीव कर लेता है, एक माइलस्टोन को जब छू लेता है तो एक रास्ता तो वो बना ही देता है. तो उन्होंने हमारे लिए एक रास्ता बनाया कि हम भी वहां तक जा सकते हैं और वो ड्रीम हमने कहीं ना कहीं लिया कि मिल्खा सिंह जी ने किया है, उन्होंने गोल्ड मेडल जीता है तो हम भी जीत सकते हैं. ये हमारे लिए था. और देखिए जिस तरीके से आपने कहा कि मेडल, बिल्कुल जो इंडियन एथलीट्स में वो टैलेंट है, लेकिन इन एथलीट्स वो अभी चुनिंदा है, उन्हें और आगे आने की जरूरत है. क्योंकि जो स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में इंडिया में जो जानकारी हर लोगों तक होनी चाहिए वो अभी नहीं है. बहुत ही कम परसेंटेज है जो स्पोर्ट्स को जानते हैं. और उसमें मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि हमारे पास टैलेंट है और जैसे मिल्खा सिंह जी कहते थे कि हम मेडल जीत सकते हैं तो कोई दो राय नहीं है. और उनके द्वारा रचा हुआ इतिहास जो है वो प्रेरित करेगा खिलाड़ियों को मेडल जीतने के लिए. आज वो हमारे बीच में नहीं है, लेकिन उनके द्वारा जो जीते हुए मेडल हैं, उनके द्वारा जो बनाई गई हिस्ट्री है वो हमेशा प्रेरित करेगी. और भाग मिल्खा भाग मूवी जो बनी थी, मैं कहती हूँ कि वो भी बहुत बड़ा रोल अदा करेगी आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए. वो मूवी ऐसी उनकी लाइफ के ऊपर, उनके संघर्ष के ऊपर, उनकी अर्ली लाइफ के ऊपर हर तरीके से जब हम देखते हैं तो वो जो जनरेशन है उसके लिए बहुत ही इंस्पायरिंग रहेगी. उसको हम देख सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने देश की आजादी के बाद अपने आप को और उसके लिए मैं जी साथ में एक बात और जरूर कहना
कृष्णा
चाहूंगी।
जी बने रहिए हमारे साथ। मैं ये सवाल ले जाना चाहता हूँ कृष्ण स्वामी जी के पास, सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट जो हमारे साथ हैं इस वक्त। मिस्टर कृष्ण स्वामी, यू हर्ड व्हाट कृष्णा पूनिया हैड टू से। नाउ क्लियरली ऑफ कोर्स ही हैज बीन एन इंस्पिरेशन फॉर generations of sports persons, but what is the most significant thing that strikes us today is that when people recount not just what he did on field but for decades off field, inspiring people across disciplines, not just athletes, cricketers, footballers, you name the discipline, and they've all had a brush with Milkha Singh and are all speaking about how he inspired them and sort of motivated them to push further, to push harder.
Madhav, let me tell you that anyone who's been in sport or has come into contact with Milkha Singh, they always have a Milkha story to narrate. He's part of our folklore. You know, like even jokes, you know, when it used to be something like, when they say, are you relaxing? No, I'm Milkha Singh. Which actually meant that Milkha would never relax. Milkha would never rest. He used to work so hard. Personally, you know, when I was asking Milkha, he'd become great friends with me. I first met him when I was a 21-year-old in 1983. And that was a very strange incident. I had gone to cover the school games in Jalandhar. And they said that you can go back up to the bus station after filing my report on a telegram. That's right. I used to file reports on telegram because the teleprinter would not come, the telex was not there, and there was no fax, and there was no email. So I finished with it hurriedly to sit in the same car as Milkha. That was supposed to drop me at the bus station, but instead it kept going on to Chandigarh, which is where Milkha was going. I realized it half an hour later, and we had left Jalandhar far behind. He said, "Beta, koi baat nahi. Aap Chandigarh se bus pakad lena." And then he took me home, gave me, treated me to tea, snacks, and whatever. In fact, he even said, "Stay over if you want." And then I went off. I asked him, "Sir, आप इतने बड़े-बड़े खिलाड़ियों के साथ जितनी इंटरनेशनल फैसिलिटीज होती है, उनके साथ जब आप रेसिंग करते हो, तो आपको डर नहीं लगता?" तो ये सर, "काका, हुन डर की बचिया है। मैं तो I've even seen death from close quarters when I was a child. मैं मरण तो बच गया मैं, हुन मैनू कोई भजन दा मैनू कोई डर थोड़ी लगदा। I can race against anyone. I can beat anyone." That was the kind of inspiration he instilled into everybody, that there was absolute fearlessness. And that's what he told his son. Do whatever you want, choose whichever sport you want, but work hard and be the best at it. And that's what he was, and that's what he taught everyone who came into contact with him, regardless of whether he was an athlete, a sportsman, a journalist, or anything. Be the best what you want and work hard for it. And that, I think, was the motto, really. That was what was meant as Milkha lore.
राइट कृष्णा पूनिया जी, आज हमने सुना स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर किरण रिजिजू ने कहा कि जो मिल्खा सिंह की एक बहुत बड़ी ड्रीम थी कि एथलेटिक्स में इंडिया, जो आपने भी जो रिकॉर्ड अचीव किए हैं, आने वाले दिनों में भी गोल्ड मिले, ओलंपिक मेडल मिले, और आने वाले जापान ओलंपिक्स में कहा है कि उनका जो ड्रीम है उसे हम पूरा करेंगे। क्या आप मानते हैं कि सबसे बिफिटिंग ट्रिब्यूट रहेगा, अगर हमारे एथलीट्स में, हम तो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर तो डालना नहीं चाहता हूँ, लेकिन एक सबसे अच्छा ट्रिब्यूट यही होगा कि उनकी जो विश थी, उनकी जो एक ये कामना थी, हम पूरी तरह इसको निभा पाए ओलंपिक स्टेज पर?
बिल्कुल सही कहा हमने। मैं भी विश करती हूँ कि उनकी ये विश इस बार पूरी हो, क्योंकि इस बार जो एथलीट्स, खास करके मैं नाम भी लेना चाहूँगी, नीरज से हमें काफ़ी होप है जेवलिन थ्रो में। और जो दबाव की बात कही या प्रेशर की बात कही, उसमें मैं ये कहूँगी कि नीरज काफ़ी कंपटीशन खेला है वर्ल्ड लेवल के, जिसमें उसने उस लेवल तक के एथलीट्स के साथ कंपटीशन लड़ने से वो चीज़ें अब उसमें नहीं है, वो अचीव करने की जरूरत है। और हम भगवान से प्रे करेंगे कि मिल्खा सिंह जी का ये सपना इस ओलंपिक में पूरा हो, टोक्यो ओलंपिक के अंदर। और निश्चित तौर पर मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि आने वाले समय में हमारे एथलीट्स में वो टैलेंट है, तो ज़रूर हम एथलेटिक में मेडल जीतेंगे, क्योंकि अब जो स्टैंडर्ड एथलेटिक में काफ़ी इवेंट्स में काफ़ी अच्छा हुआ है, तो निश्चित तौर पर। और मैं बीइंग एथलीट ये कह सकती हूँ कि ये ड्रीम हमारा पूरा होगा। और जो इसके साथ
can you also recount for our viewers how that जी अपनी बात पूरी करिए। हाँ जी,
हेलो,
हाँ जी कृष्णा जी, अपनी बात पूरी कर लीजिए।
हाँ हाँ, मैं ये कहना चाह रही थी कि जैसे मेडल की बात है और कि वो जो चीज है हमने महसूस किया उसे प्राप्त करने के बाद, वो फ्लैग अपने कंधों पे लेकर, वो राष्ट्रगान बजाकर, और वो चीज बार बार मिल्खा सिंह जी चाहते थे कि हमारी कंट्री के लिए आने वाली जनरेशन करे। तो एथलीट होने के नाते मैं भी ये विश करती हूँ कि वो चीजें हमारी कंट्री में बार बार हो, हमारे एथलीट्स वो बार बार करें।
Ji. And Mr. Krishnasamy, I want to also ask you, the way that Milkha Singh got the title of Flying Sikh, it wasn't here in India, but quite ironically, it was in Pakistan in the year 1960, if I'm not mistaken, that it was during the Indo-Pakistan Games that title came in. Can you just quickly recount for our viewers who gave him that title?
Well, General Ayub Khan of Pakistan gave him the title. At that time, Abdul Khalik was supposed to be the fastest man, easily the best sprinter in Asia, and Milkha was up against him. Milkha was a 400 meters runner, and Abdul Khalik was actually a sprinter at the smaller distances, 100 and 200. And yet, when he was up against Milkha, Milkha kind of virtually overwhelmed him. And that was when the Ayub Khan certainly, kind of named him, gave him that moniker called as the Flying Sikh, and it actually stuck to him. He was indeed, and every picture that you see him, it almost looks like he's like a plane about to take off, And that posture of his, kind of bent and then, about to take off like this, he was a natural. He was not a man who actually dreamt of becoming an athlete when he was a youngster. He just was a simple man from a very humble background. And when the partition happened, it was very traumatic for him. He lost most of the family members, and he saw death at such close quarters that it took away fear from him for the rest of his life. And when he came to India and joined the army at the lowest levels, he basically did that so that he could feed himself. And when he learned that he could get a glass of milk or some extra diet if he was an athlete and if he was doing well, he was told that if you finish in the top 10, you get extra diet. And he started finishing in the top 10. And slowly he became one of the best athletes that the forces had. And from there on, there was no stopping him. Whether it was 1956 in Melbourne, where he met the most famous Australian women athlete, Betty Cuthbert, who also has been featured in the film, to 1960, of course, which was the highest level. It was most tragic that the man who never looked behind and the man who never actually saw what was happening behind him, he just turned for just that fraction, and it probably cost him a medal. It was the most tragic thing that happened to India, but certainly it also showed that Indians could, with hard work and the kind of stuff that he put in, they could really come up with it. By the time 1964 Olympics happened in Tokyo, he was past his, the best. So in 62, of course, he had gold medals in the Asian Games. Without doubt, he was an inspiration, the perfect rags to riches story. And a guy, whenever any coach wanted any athlete to run an extra round or do some extra push-ups, I was a local athlete myself in the late 70s and early 80s. And we were always told, "Malum hai Milkha kya karta tha?" Milkha used to train till he would vomit. And he had to be virtually carried off. He would just go and sleep in his barracks. That was how hard he trained. He became a buzzword for hard work. He became a buzzword for fearlessness. And that's what he gave to his son also, which is what his son exhibits now on a golf course. And so I was fortunate to know the father, and the son is also a friend of mine, and also his daughters and his wife. And Milkha and his wife are now together again in the heavens.
Right. Well, certainly an extremely inspiring story. So much that so many of us can learn from, cutting across disciplines, cutting across sports. In fact, beyond that, in all walks of life, there's so much in Milkha Singh's story that really makes him the legend that he is and the inspiration that he is for all Indians. Krishna Punya and Krishnasamy, thanks to both of you for joining us and telling us about Milkha Singh and this great son of the soil and his life. For the moment, we're slipping into a quick break.